it's Raven here, and I'm here with Burton from Rave Factory.
Hi.
Alright, so how are you today?
I'm okay, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So how's the tour been going?
The tour's been going really well. It's been a really long tour. We've been on the road for a little over 6 weeks, and we only had 6 days off. I managed to not get sick the entire tour until a couple days ago. So now, like, the last 3 shows have been hurt because I'm just like coughing and whatnot. But I'm okay, still put on a good show.
What's it been like to tour with Devon Townsend?
Well, it's been fun. This is my third time touring with Devon in my career, and Devon's a good guy, and he's always a lot of fun, and his band is awesome, and we have a great time. So it's really been a good tour all the way around.
Okay. Is there any chance for collaboration between you and Devon Townsend, between Rave Factory?
Probably, I don't know. You never know. Devon's pretty busy doing his own thing all the time, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wouldn't say no.
Okay. So you've been on this tour sort of like all around the world. But what's been the best place to play?
Depends, really. New York City is always a good place for us to play. Our hometown, LA, is always good.
Yeah.
London's always good. It's just wherever there's like a strong base of fans, they come out to the show, they're excited, and it's always a good time.
Is there any place that you haven't played but would like to?
I would love to go to Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Never been there. That'd be fun. I'd like to play maybe Thailand, Bangkok.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Maybe Hong Kong.
Okay. So you want to go sort of like for the Far East?
Yeah, we've never been really that. We haven't really touched upon that Pacific Rim totally. So.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to. We played, Tokyo. We played Japan. We played South Korea, but we've never been to like Hong Kong. So.
How's South Korea? That must have been interesting.
It was awesome, actually. It was a lovely country, lovely people, and it was really, really fun.
So you released your album The Industrious in June. You're now coming to the end of this world tour. So what now?
We're still got tours to go. We're still setting up tours in North America.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be back here in the summertime for more summer festivals.
Oh, okay.
And some other things planned, but. During this time next year, during the touring process next year, we're gonna start working on a new record.
So any plans for Christmas? Or?
I'm going home to my family and my 3 kids, and have a quiet, relaxing Christmas where I'm gonna try do my attempt at making the Christmas dinner, and then the kids and I will fly to visit their grandmother.
Oh, okay, nice.
For New Year's.
Oh, okay, cool. Any New Year resolutions?
No.
No?
No, I don't make those.
No. Do you find that you just never stick to them or?
I'm always making goals for myself, and I just try and stick to those goals, but nothing that I need to do for a new year.
Yeah, okay. So I read on Blabbermouth that you are a fan of Nirvana.
I was.
Yeah.
They're not around anymore.
Well, no, but Paul McCartney did that part of that reunion.
Yeah.
Christmas song, and I was actually wondering what you thought of that.
I honestly.
People.
Well, it's funny you say that. I didn't think it was Nirvana at all.
No.
Just because you get Chris and Dave up on stage, and Pat, he came in later on during the cycle of Nirvana, so, it wasn't Nirvana, it wasn't really much of a reunion, and the song was like, it was okay, but it wasn't, the main songwriter is not with us anymore.
Yeah.
And it was his voice, it was his style, it was his guitar playing, it was was the main part of Nirvana. So was that Nirvana?
Did you think he did like a good job though? Paul McCartney?
No.
No, that's it.
I just didn't think. I was just like, well, I was watching and I was like, why? Just kept saying why.
Okay. So you also won a Metal Hammer sort of like on award for like Metal Icon. But have you ever looked back like in hindsight and think, wow, we've become the icons, so it's not just us looking up to other people anymore, it's people looking up to us?
No, I don't look back at that kind of stuff. When people bring it up, I realize how proud I am of my career and how I have, Fear Factory has influenced a lot of people. And I feel like a sage or a teacher of sorts.
Okay.
Something I have done is offered inspiration to a younger creative mind, so that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. Okay. So you've had a new drummer and a new bassist. So how has that affected the music? I mean, has it held anything up?
Not at all. Dino and I wrote this record with Reese, and so Dino and I have always been the main two people of Fear Factory. So we are Fear Factory. The fact that the drummer we have is very good. He's able to play all the parts. He's a very young and promising drummer. Matt DeVries is a guitar player, which fits perfectly because the bass is following exactly what the guitar is doing. So it hasn't affected the music at all. Actually, with just Dino and I and Reese in the studio, it actually created more of a focus of what we had to achieve. So it actually made things better.
Okay, so we've got a few questions from the fans, that's okay. Cool. We've got Adam Mama. He asks, are there any plans to go back to your sort of like heavier, more industrial sound, like on sort of a New Machine album?
Well, that's what the Industrialist was. As a good mixture, a perfect hybrid of the industrial and metal sound. And we would like to continue that. And heavier is a sense of it's all in perspective, really. If you're asking, we could do heavy again, but we've done that.
Okay, so you feel like it's very past now.
Well, there'll never be another Soul in the Machine or another demanufactured. I'll never sing like that again, like that low guttural voice. It's just like that's not me anymore.
Okay. Kieran Fieferman asks, like in terms of Dino, sort of like he was asking a bit of advice, sort of like how you would move from a 7-string to an 8-string. Do you know anything about that?
Just add another string to your guitar. No, I don't know anything about the guitars. It's just another, as far as I know, it's just another octave down to really hit the low notes.
Yeah.
And it's not really much different than playing standard. It's just the first 2 strings, the 8th and the 7th string are tuned down, and then the rest is standard.
So Dave Harradine asks, what advice would you give to other aspiring musicians?
Be true to yourself and do the music you feel is right for yourself, and write what you feel, and try not to follow a formula. And if you're writing lyrics, write what you truly believe in. Because if you're going to sing them, you got to sing them from your heart.
So Sarah Joey asks, what made you choose the career that you did?
It's just a calling. It was just something I wanted to do. And I kind of fell into it. In other words, I dropped out of art school, and I moved to LA, and I wanted to be a writer. But so I was writing lyrics and stuff like that, words, poems, stories. But one day a friend of mine that comes up, I'm hanging out with him at a shop on Hollywood Boulevard. He hands me a flyer to try out for his band. I'm like, Sure, why not?
Okay.
So, and that was just kind of started there. So I was able to write and do performing and just be an artist. I just kind of fell into it.
So Tony Williams asks who your influences, so like personally, your influences as a musician.
Oh man, I have such a diverse musical collection. I love there's a lot of music I have collected over the years, and in the early days, I listened to punk rock. Never much of a metal guy, except like AC/DC, some Metallica. But it's my influences were like Nirvana, Sisters of Mercy, Mission UK, London Rockets, Fields of Nephilim. Soundgarden, Tad, Loop, Godflesh, Head of David, just goes on and on. Iggy Pop, David Bowie, just a lot of stuff. And then Killing Joke is part of that. It just keeps going on and on. It's just like I love all this music. I try and incorporate it all into that.
Okay. Do you think it's good to have a sort of like a varied taste in music? 'Cause I find a lot of like people listen to metal and stuff. They're all saying, no, I only listen to metal. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For myself, it's important to really have a diverse taste, a diverse record collection. It doesn't get old. Depending on whatever mood I'm in, I could go and grab it, and that will fit my mood. But it's like a library. If you have a library of just like a certain type of books, then all your work is going to end up being just that.
Yeah.
So what you do is I've always liked to keep it diverse, but I have this arsenal of just different types of music and feelings and genres that really, I'm able to I'm able to take something from it that I could possibly use for myself, because a good artist borrows, but a great artist steals.
Okay. So, as like a band, Andrew from London has sort of like your influence in the breakcore kind of scene. Would you ever play a festival that features mainly sort of like gabba techno, or like breakcore, sort of like Fire Face or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? It'd be a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of the earlier rhythms, and even now have that type of vibe of that type of breakcore, as you call it, the gabba tech kind of stuff, and we've used a lot of that influence into our own music. So.
Nick Carlson asks that you're known form a supergroup of insane sort of like metal awesomeness, as he puts it, which like never seemed for sort of like pure aggression, sort of like the same good riffs. What members would you pick and why?
What members? Well, first of all, I wouldn't do a metal band. No. And two, because I already got a good metal band.
Well, yeah, actually.
Who would I pick? I'd get Justin Broderick. I'd get Paul Ferguson from Killing Joke. I'd get what's his name? I'd get Flood from Youth from Killing Joke as well. Just do something different. But I wouldn't do a metal band.
Okay. So, what would you class yourselves as then? Like, if you had to put yourselves, no, sort of like if you had a supergroup, what would your aim be?
My aim would be to write the song that makes the whole world sing.
Okay. So it could be for sort of like any sort of like pop fan, but an R&B fan. But
I don't know. There's songs that aren't pop that makes the whole world sing. So, it could be anything, but there's that song that I would want to make.
Yeah.
Write that song.
Okay. So what is the greatest Fear Factory song that you have created and that you want to be remembered for?
I think Zero Signal is a classic track. It really incorporates everything that we've always done.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's just a classic track. So yeah, that would be the song that would define us.
Okay. So we've also had a few fans wondering because apparently there was some kind of altercation between Beynon and Tommy Vex. Apparently there was some kind of stage hoo-ha. And they're just kind of wondering, sort of like if that rumour is true. It's just something that people have said.
Well, there's no... yeah, well, Tommy Vex is a complete a-hole, so I'm sure something happened. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I just didn't know if it was like something that happened in Fear Factory.
No, it wasn't anything that had to do with Fear Factory at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Also, there's another one, just the last one. Why did you choose to make another concept album just so out of the blue?
Because I felt it was time to do another one. It really adds more for the fans, adds a whole different creative aspect, and you know, they're able to really take the music further and really think about it. You know, it adds more to our concepts, and just really sets us apart from a lot of other bands.
Well, that's everything. So thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And it's been lovely to meet you and everything. And yeah, so thanks to all of you for watching.